The prison you can't see. This is a story about invisible barriers, the kind that don't exist in the real world but live inside your mind. They're built from doubt, fear, beliefs that whisper, you can't. This is a story of struggle, but more importantly, it's a story of breaking free. Liam had always dreamed of more than the same streets, same routine, same predictable life. As a kid, he used to talk about traveling, starting his own business, doing something that actually mattered. But as he got older, those dreams started to fade. People around him spoke of limits. Not everyone is meant for success. Be realistic. Life isn't a movie, and Liam listened. Every day he scrolled through his phone, watching people build lives he could only imagine. People who seemed to have something he didn't. And so he told himself, I guess I'm just not that kind of person. Until one day, something changed. A notification popped up. It was from an old friend, Jordan. Years ago, Jordan had left town with nothing but a backpack and a dream. Now, he was running his own business, traveling the world, and actually living. Liam couldn't help but feel that familiar ache. It wasn't just admiration, it was a realization. We started in the same place. So why did he succeed while I stayed the same? Doubt answered quickly. Because he's different. Because you're not like him. Because you were never meant for more. But for the first time, Liam actually stopped, and he questioned it. Who told me that? No one had. He had just believed it. In the quiet of the night, under a sky dusted with stars and the soft glow of distant city lights, Liam sat alone on a weathered park bench. The cool breeze whispered secrets through the trees, while the bustling city seemed a world away. His eyes, filled with longing and uncertainty, scanned the horizon, lost in thoughts of dreams deferred. Just then, as if summoned by fate, a mysterious old man appeared, his presence both comforting and mischievous, and took a seat beside him.
You seem burdened tonight. Your eyes speak of a heavy heart.
I feel lost. My friend built a life that I can only dream of, yet here I remain, trapped by my own doubts.
And tell me, why have you not stepped away from this confinement? What holds you here?
I've always believed that I am not like him, that I am not meant for such greatness.
Who told you that, Liam? Was it the echoes of your own mind, or the voices of those around you?
A thoughtful silence falls between them as the old man's eyes meet Liam's, full of quiet understanding.
Listen well. Do you understand the most powerful prison you can face?
Is it a prison you can see?
No, it is the prison built within your own mind. Its walls are forged from doubt, and the door is sealed by fear. But know this.
He reaches into the folds of his worn coat and produces a small, time-worn key. With deliberate care, he places it in Liam's hand.
The door was never locked. This key has always been yours, a symbol of the power within you.
But how can something so small carry such meaning?
Before Liam can speak further, the old man's gaze deepens, and he slowly recedes into the night, leaving behind only the silent promise of the key. In that poignant moment, as the night embraced him and the city whispered its ageless secrets, Liam was left with a single, resonant question. What if he was right? Liam stared at the key as if it were a tiny, magical remote control to his destiny. The playful absurdity of it all, an old man handing out life advice like a fortune cookie, brought a small smile to his lips. The night, with its whispering winds and sparkling city lights, now felt full of possibility rather than the weight of defeat. That night, Liam barely slept. For the first time, he questioned everything. What if I stayed here not because I had to, but because I convinced myself I had to? The next morning, he did something different. He searched for opportunities, not big ones, just something. He sent emails. He applied for remote jobs. He reached out to mentors, and suddenly, change began. Day by day, he pushed forward. He still had doubts, but now he answered them with action. Then, the opportunity came. A startup was looking for an apprentice, someone willing to learn and grow. Liam hesitated. "I'm not ready. I'll fail. I'm still not enough." His hands trembled, his heart pounded, and then he looked down. The old man's key was still in his palm. It had never left. He took a deep breath and whispered, "I am afraid, but I will do it anyway." And so he stepped forward, introduced himself, spoke of what he had learned, showed his determination. The startup CEO smiled. "Pack your bags," he said. "We start Monday." At that moment, everything changed, not because Liam had no fear, but because he had chosen to act despite it. Every limitation you face is not a prison, but a creation of your own belief. Remember, the door was never locked. The key has always been in your hand. Now I invite you to embrace a path to freedom. Let me introduce the Limit Breaker Blueprint, a powerful 5-step guide designed to shatter the invisible chains of doubt and ignite your inner strength. Listen closely and let these steps transform your journey. First, challenge the voice of doubt. Every great journey begins with a question. When that inner voice whispers, "I can't," pause and ask, who truly said that? Challenge the narrative by questioning the origins of your doubts. Rewrite the story you tell yourself. Replace "I can't" with "How can I?" and let curiosity drive you forward. Second, take small, brave steps. Transformation isn't instantaneous. It unfolds one step at a time. Begin by stepping just outside your comfort zone. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting, reaching out to a mentor, or trying something new, each small, brave step creates momentum. Remember, progress builds upon progress. Third, reframe failure as growth. Every setback is a lesson in disguise. Instead of seeing failure as a roadblock, view it as a valuable teacher. Analyze your mistakes, learn from them, and adapt your approach. Embrace each failure as a necessary milestone on your journey to success. Every stumble is a step toward growth. Fourth, rewrite your identity. The way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. Stop reinforcing negative labels like "I'm not confident." Instead, craft a new identity. I am becoming confident, capable, and resilient. Every positive affirmation is a brick in the foundation of a new, empowered self. Your identity is not fixed. It's a story that you write every day. Fifth, do it afraid. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the resolve to move forward despite it. When doubt creeps in, acknowledge the fear, but don't let it paralyze you. Understand that every expert was once a beginner, and every achievement starts with a single courageous act. The key is to act, even when the path is uncertain. What limitation has held you back? Drop your story in the comments. Let's break these chains together. Don't stop now. Your next breakthrough is just one step away. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more life-changing content. The door is open. Now, step through.